For you, new Sony patent lets an AI play video games. My oh my, made for journalists, this AI definitely was. Perhaps write an AI Sony also can, so their own articles they can write as well.
Sony's patent to create a digital you. The full patent is available on the Patent Scope website. The idea behind the patent will allow Sony's AI to take over your game and play it for you when you're busy. However, this isn't a case of Sony using a single AI model for all of its users. For instance, if you're grinding away in an RPG and activate the AI, it won't load up a basic AI for that game and start following it. Instead, the AI profile will actively monitor how you act as you play the game. Then, when you hand over the reins to the console, it will continue to play the game as close to your style as possible.
Goodness, so forced journalists still will be to have to play the game a little bit. Poor babies.
Yeah, this isn't going to help all the journalists, like that one guy who couldn't make it past the tutorial stage for Cuphead, or the baby brain from IGN who struggled with the Doom reboot on very, very easy mode. Maybe they can pay some kid on the streets to play the game for like 15 minutes or something, and then the AI can read off of that and take over.
Or perhaps steal gameplay footage from YouTubers and plagiarize the reviews. They could. Oh yeah.
The idea behind this design is that it allows you to let the AI take over no matter what game you're playing, even multiplayer ones. If you're playing an online match in an FPS game and the doorbell rings, you can tell the AI to take over while you answer it. No more "you can't pause an online game" excuses. Now they can play themselves. Of course, the AI will also help you when you're stuck in a game. However, it doesn't seem to refer to a developer-made guide and follows it until you're free. Instead, it would ask where the patent calls expert players about how you should progress. Collect the most popular answer, then deliver you the information. Sony's patent also states that the service will store answers in a database similar to GameFAQs. That way, other people who get stuck in one place can automatically pull from this preordained solution from the expert players to solve their problem.
Useful. Having AI take over temporarily during multiplayer games could be. But also, easily abused, that would also be.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that one. A lot of competitive multiplayer games like COD Warzone, Valorant, Fortnite have tons of cheaters already. And I can already see somebody reverse engineering this AI so that it can solo lobbies on its own.
Wait, I cannot. Built-in game FAQs. Still, wait, I cannot. For built-in game facts in all my games, so no longer have to solve the puzzles on my own in survival or games.
I really don't hate that idea that much, just because almost everybody jumps to game facts now, or finds a walkthrough on YouTube for certain types of games. I remember back in the day how some old school adventure games on PC and the PlayStation 1, you needed the strategy guide because some of the puzzle solutions were completely nonsensical.
Aw, think critically, little baby could not? Figure out you couldn't? How? The shovel you must use to heal the Sasquatch in the volcano? You stupid mother!
Of course, you should take all this information with a huge grain of salt. Technology companies are always filing patents, but not all of them see the light of day. As such, it's best to look at this as a sign of what game companies want to achieve next rather than definitive proof of new features on the horizon.
Yeah, I think this one's a lot closer to reality than they're making it sound. I think this patent's going to happen. Time and money is definitely going to get pumped into this to try to help the ailing game journalism industry, which is basically under the wing of video game publishers at this point.
Watching games play themselves, then reviewing them. Move on, why do they not? To film reviews. Happier they would seem.
Because that's an incredibly saturated market, Yoda. So they're stuck reviewing games, getting mad at anything that isn't a walking sim or Telltale clone, and hoping they'll get a lucrative gig at a publisher. It's really sad what game journalism's become, since I used to read up on magazines like EGM and GamePro growing up. Yeah, you got some instances of corruption back then, but most of their editors still actually cared about the content they wrote.
Maybe, if truly lucky we are, create an AI Sony could that will live our life for us, instead of having to experience it for ourselves.
Yeah, I'm not down with that cyberpunk brain dance bullshit. I'm not getting shipped. I'm not eating rat burgers. I'm not using the 3 seashells. I'm not living in a pod. And if any corporation tries to make me do any of that, they can suck my...
Thank you.